gates to the platform were closed. I had a ticket. Something about the station platform felt significant. It would work in my writing, but I needed more. Something lingered here. A half-forgotten memory. An echo. Something was here. A vision about to reveal itself. I needed to look at it from
An FBI agent had come here before me on the trail of a murder cult. He'd gone missing, presumed dead. The cult was leaving me clues to follow, connecting the dots from one murder to the next, inviting me to draw an obscene picture on the city map. Caldera Street Station. The name made me think of the exit wound of a bullet.
I had a flash of inspiration. The ghost of my fictional detective. A story thread I could use in my writing. I had a location. I had a story thread. I would put them together, write them into my story to create a path deeper into the dark. The dark place reacted to my story. The way into the tunnels was no longer blocked. The tracks led into the tunnel. That was my way forward. The blood trail continued deeper into darkness. I don't like the sound of that.
लेट्स सी ये मैप देख लेते हैं सपने का मैप है
The tunnels were a maze. The blood trail led me on. Another place to use in the story. I needed to search the tunnels for further visions. Inspiration for the story that would lead me deeper. I had a new location for the story. I had changed the story, and with that, the dark place changed. Another echo lingered here, a source of inspiration.
Your research can help me, ma'am. What do you know? Word is, your research can help me, ma'am. What do you know?
There's more than one urban legend about the Cult of the Word. The murder cult used these tunnels for their ritual sacrifices. They say the cult reenacted the murders in Alan Wake's crime books. That Wake was even involved somehow, under a false identity. Mr. Scratch, which is, of course, a nickname for the devil himself.
It was disturbing finding myself in the story this way. But I was desperate, and it felt right for the story.
It's bad luck to be on this case. The cult can get you anywhere with that black magic shit. Let the day shift handle it. What happened, anyway?
Some Fed came looking for the cult, but it was a trap. A satanic blood sacrifice.
Anyone who gets involved with the cult, they're next. I heard their leader is this famous writer, Alan Wake. Their unholy motherfucking messiah.
Sounds like a load of bull.
The new story beat fit the story perfectly. I was making my way deeper into the story. I could imagine this murder cult performing their macabre acts beyond the collapsed tunnel. The cultists laid the Casey novel onto the altar with reverence. Their twisted Bible. The blood trail disappeared under the rubble. I had a feeling something was waiting there. The water was gone. The way forward was open. The train blocked my way forward, but it was here for a reason. It had a role to play.
ये जो भूल-भुलैया है ना कि हम यहाँ से वहीं जाते जा रहे हैं। एक रास्ता दूसरे रास्ते पे जा रहा है, नई-नई पजल्स आती जा रही हैं। अभी एफबीआई एजेंट के बारे में हमें पता लगा कि वो जो शायद कैरेक्टर यही है या किसी और के बारे
I
में
needed to
बात हो रही
find the
है।
answer on the plot board.
अब हमें प्लॉट बोर्ड पे दोबारा देखना पड़ेगा एक बार क्या हो रहा है।
I had a new
Okay,
idea
and
for a
this
scene.
missing FBI agents. Let's see.
Hello? Anyone there? Dead. The story was taking shape. The cult poured the gasoline over the train car. An iron cage that would soon become a coffin.
This is where the history of the cult gets genuinely disturbing. The cultists tracked down the torchbearers living in the tunnels. They locked the poor folks up in a derailed subway car, doused it in gasoline. Yeah.
Charming.
It turns into a bit of a ghost story after that. They say the dark smoke from the fire still roams the tunnels searching for new victims to devour.
There are no happy endings in this city.
The story thread felt important. I could use it in one of the scenes I'd found. It could not be opened on the side. This new plot beat would carry me deeper into the story. A sick and twisted story. But it worked. The subway car had become a burnt husk. I could get through it now. This was real. It was not real. Fuck me.
Alan, wake.
My path was blocked. I had to find a way through. The lights would help me.
ये बड़े बदतमीज है यार। हल्की सी वक्त पर डरते भी नहीं है कि भैया थोड़ा बहुत इज्जत देते हैं, धक्के मार रहे हैं। ये असल में कुछ क्या कह रहे हैं, शैडोज हैं। ये आगे आ रहा है अभी। आगे मत बढ़ियो बेटा, खत्म हो जाएगा।
The echoing hall had a story to
Across the
tell.
line.
I had a new idea, a new story thread. The hall had changed into the murder cult's hideout.
The Fed had witnessed something here that made him run scared. Whether the summoning ritual had been a bona fide supernatural event or
The cultists were
mass
close now,
psychosis of
a dark
stark
presence
raving
rising
lunatics,
from the depths.
It didn't change the facts. The cult was messing with things no one should mess with.
The ritual was a vital part of the story, the key to reaching the murder site.
और इसकी कॉपीज भी पड़ी हुई है, और इसमें इन्होंने यही कॉपीज की वो लगा रखी है यहाँ पर, जो पेजेस हैं। देखते हैं अभी आगे कहानी में और क्या पता लगेगा। ये इसका इस्तेमाल कर रहे हैं, कहानी ये लोग लिख रहे हैं या क्या चक्कर है, अभी पता लगेगा। कुछ नहीं है इधर। बढ़िया, फर्स्ट एड मिल गया। नीचे भी कुछ है, कुछ नहीं। चलो
The new story beat fit the story perfectly.
समझ रिचुअल।
The thread will create something telling in the city, but it's what the story needed.
क्या हो रहा है ये?
The story was affecting the scene. पीछे हो जाओ। Complete the ritual in the collage tunnel.
ओके, ये रहा कोलैब चैनल।
Wake, Alan, wake.
और आगे
Lost in the dark.
इनमें से कौन सा हमला करेगा अचानक पता भी नहीं लगना। तो ये वापस जाना पड़ेगा।
Alan, wake. Alan, wake. Alan, wake. Wake.
Shit!
had changed. The dark presence. Fuck! 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 I couldn't hear the dark presence. It was gone.
भाई बाहर जाने में भी डर लगेगा। पता नहीं हमने क्या कर दिया, किसको बुला लिया हमने। जैसे रिचुअल वाला हमने करा उसी टाइम पता नहीं क्या चीज सामने आई। और तो ऐसा लग रहा था कोई शक्ति है जो कि बस खाने जा रही है हम लोगों को। अगर हम वक्त के अंदर ना घुसते
The tunnel
तब
was
तक तो काम खत्म था। तो अभी भी आ रखे पीछे हमारे। तो भागना पड़ेगा भाई। भागो भागो भागो। भाई वो हमारी वेट ही कर रही थी।
I had seen it before.
जैसे हम बाहर निकले
I
बस
remembered
नाम
now.
ला करके पीछे से अच्छा वो भाग
It was
पड़े।
always out there, hunting me.
किसी गुफा में आ चुके हैं हम लोग। दोस्तों थाम के बैठिएगा, बहुत ही खौफनाक मंजर है। कुछ भी हो सकता है यहाँ पर, लेकिन आप चिंता न करिए, मैं हूँ यहाँ पर। आपको कुछ नहीं होने दूंगा। कुछ है तो सही सामने, कुछ लाश सी पड़ी है।
I had found the murder site. Somehow the victim's heart was the key. Something had shifted. I felt an overwhelming closeness to home. An FBI agent? Who are you?
What is this? Who are you?
She can hear me.
I'm Saga Anderson, FBI.
This is Alan Wake. I'm trapped here. The dark place. Under Cauldron Lake.
Cauldron Lake. Who are you?
I'm trying to escape. I'm making progress, but I'm in danger. The dark presence. Help me. Please, help me. I could sense it. I was closer to home. Had the woman in the vision helped me somehow? Something had changed. Outside. Parliament Tower. Where I'd lived with Alice. It was out there. Waiting for me.
ओके, पार्लियामेंट टावर के अपने अपार्टमेंट पर हमें पहुंचना है। यहाँ से कैसे पहुंचाओगे भाई? बात अच्छे से लिखा भी हुआ है। The writer of the first word, not the writer of the last, with the terror of the light and shadow last. The third eye now open to project the night. This is the moment to write. This is the ritual to lead you on. Your friends will meet him when you are gone. अरे वाह भाई वाह, किसी ने पूरी शायरी ही लिखी हुई है फिर के लिए या पोएम कहेंगे पोइटिक था वो
Stepping to the murder site, I'd felt it, hanging in the air. A meaning, the violent emotion of the act, like a cloud of wrath. The dead eyes of the victim staring at something you couldn't see, and yet making you aware of it. Something had soaked into this place on a molecular level, overlapping with your meaningless existence. Regression to something you had managed to forget. Marking you. Taking you for a ride. Making you crazier.
The station had changed. I was closer now.
थिंक ये सामने वाली बिल्डिंग में ही जाना है हाँ यही दिखी थी अभी
Parliament Tower. Our home in New York. Was I really this close to being home? Going up to our apartment? Would I be home? Or was this just an echo of the real thing? Even then, the murder site had brought me one step closer to escape. The payphone at the edge of the plaza was ringing again.
Hey, Alan. Thank God it picked up. I thought I lost you again.
Who are you? Why are you helping me?
Did you go deeper? To the overlap?
Are you talking about the murder site? Yeah, I did. I...
That's fantastic, Alan. We're closer to getting out. We're making progress.
Well, we would be if you would answer my damn questions.
Last time we spoke, you were pretty worried about Alice. Did you ever check Parliament Tower? Did you make sure she really got out of the dark place?
Well, of course she got out. That's why I'm here. That's the whole goddamn point.
Be very careful, Alan. The dark presence is stealing from you. It can already manifest as your double. Scraps will come.
Wait, hello?
Writer. Maybe he was a victim. The cult, using his words. Or maybe he was the monster behind it all. Either way, Alice Wake, his ex, she knew things. It was there in her art for all to see. A cry for help. The darkness she'd witnessed. And that put her in danger.
Was Alice here? In the story?
Haunting Initiation 3
Alice's photo equipment. Set to go off when the door opens.
ठीक है, अपार्टमेंट है कोई हॉल भी नहीं है, सीधा ही कमरे में आ गया हम। ये भी हॉल है।
Get out! Leave me alone!
Alice! Alice! Alice,
Big photos exhibition poster.
this is a photo of Scratch. How did Alice get this? Is he stalking her? This is the door to my study, where I wrote my books. This symbol wasn't here before. Alice's video camera. No memory card inside.
The dark place. Video arcade on screens. ये
Part 1. What was Alice working on?
तो चालू करके देखते हैं कैमरा।
When I was younger, photography was everything to me. I moved to New York thinking I'd make it as an artist. And then I met Alan. We had a good thing. We were both dedicated by our creative ambitions. The only difference was that Alan's work made money. He brought me work when he could. I took his promo shots, created covers for his books. I'm sure he forced his publisher into it. I was taking photos, just not my photos. And that gnawed at me. Things got complicated sometimes, but that's life, right? We loved each other. Then Alan hit a block. I brought out a meaner side of him. One I didn't like. I set up a trip to see a doctor in Washington. I didn't tell him until we got there. We argued. Things went wrong. And he was just gone. Drowned, allegedly. It's easy for people to think it was my fault. Hell, I do too sometimes. About 6 years ago, I started hearing noises in the night. Typewriter keys clacking. Voices. Alan was back. Haunting me. Then it got violent. It was Alan. And yet, it was a monster. have anger in him. I set up cameras around the apartment with motion sensors and flashes. Now, when the monster comes, I turn it into art. My nightmares caught on film. And this is the focus of my new exhibition. To show people the world is so much darker than they ever knew. I'm calling this exhibit The Dark Place.
Alice. Scratch was terrorizing her. Why? I sat in the writer's room and wrote a story. Initiation. To project myself through the dark place, to look for a way out. The story had brought me here, brought me nowhere. Looped me back. I was writing the story. And in the story, I now stepped into the writer's room. But there was no one here writing.
Okay, let's recap what you've told us so far, Alan. For the past 13 years, you've been trapped in a nightmare dimension called the Dark Place.
Yeah.
It's like New York, but it's not New York. And can be reached from the bottom of Cauldron Lake, but it's not really under the lake. And after all this time, you've managed to get out.
Yeah.
But so has your evil doppelganger. Mr. Scratch? Or is it the Dark Presence?
Both. It's interchangeable. He's Scratch when he looks like me, but he can change into this other form.
And Scratch, the Dark Presence, wants to rewrite the world in his own image.
Which would be in your image, as he looks just like you.
And turn the world into a fucking nightmare.
During Deerfest, which is scheduled to take place in a couple of days. You got out of the Dark Place by writing a novel, the pages we've been finding. But your double edited it into a horror story that's now changing reality, taking over people, making them crazy, bringing the Dark Place to Bright Falls.
Yes, fiction coming in contact with the Dark Place can change reality. The story is coming true, soaking into everything, like darkness when night falls. But last time
This will be back in 2010.
Yes, last time it didn't happen all at once. The story came true bit by bit as it unfolded. And that dark presence was still bound to the lake. I stopped it before it got the ending it wanted. Before it broke free. Based on that, there's still time.
Which brings us to your magical light switch.
The clicker. Magical doesn't quite cover it. Scratch wants it to bring about his ending. That can't happen. If I can get the clicker, I can send him back to the dark place, make all this shit go away. Look, I know it's batshit crazy. My memory is full of holes, and I'm not sure how much I can trust. It's like a half-forgotten dream.
Mr. Wake. Alan. We've seen our share of batshit crazy in the past 24 hours. What I want to know is, why am I? Why are we written into the story?
I think I saw you. Or a vision of you in the dark place. I think you helped me reach out and escape somehow. With that in the story, Scratch would have edited it to get to you. To hurt you. We are all in danger.
It's insane. And there's so much of it. Have you ever heard of the cult of the tree?
Creepy bunch. In the habit of wearing deer masks, performing murder rituals, victims turning into monsters possessed by darkness, possibly inspired by a horror story written by a certain author. Ring any bells?
The cult. Yes. Yes. They have the clicker.
If the cult has the clicker, does that make them Scratch's followers? How are you so certain they even have the clicker?
They could be working for Scratch. I don't remember. It's all confused.
Alan, if I'm gonna act on this information, you need to be honest with me.
Yeah, of course.
Is he confused? Or is he hiding something? Wake said the cult has the clicker. How does he know?
The writer is the reader. The next chapter, the next chapter, the next chapter. Keep the pages safe, the dark shining of the words.
Wake is hiding pages. That's how he knows the cult has the clicker. Wake has a double. Mr. Scratch. Where is he now?
A cloud of wrath wears my face. The dark place in your place. Scratching out my body of work.
Scratch is here. In Washington. He's hunting Wake. Scratch looks just like Wake. Why?
Don't wake up the dreamer if your life is a dream. I swam to the shore, but the water is rising.
Wake and Scratch are clearly connected. Maybe Scratch got out because Wake did. Or vice versa. Wake just gave us a lot of information. But this clicker seems like a good place to start. If we find that, then we find the cult. Nightingale goes missing for 13 years, shows up murdered, and then turns into a monster. After I stop Nightingale, a rider who's also been missing for 13 years turns up. What's the connection? What kind of case is this? think, Saga. The pages we've been finding are from a horror story called Return, written by Alan Wake. And the contents of this book are coming true. Why couldn't it have been a romance? Doesn't make sense. The dark place. A dimension that's home to monsters. Huh. Wild stuff. Okay, Mr. Wake. I know you have more pages of the manuscript on you.
You don't understand how vital these pages are. They're the only way I can know what's coming.
You're not the only one trying to solve this. This is our job.
Okay. Here. Now, this is all I have. Be careful with them. Inside the trailer, at the outskirts of Watery, Saga had seen Wake's fabled clicker for the first time, in the hands of the Cult of the Tree. A cultist stared at her. She drew her weapon.
The Cult of the Tree has the clicker Wake told me about. They're a part of all this. It's all on the page. The clicker, the cult. Okay, I'll head to Watery and find this trailer. Casey, you stay here and keep an eye on Mr. Wake.
Got it.
No, you need me there.
No dice, pal. This is an FBI investigation, and I don't see a badge on that flannel.
I wasn't able to escape. A dark presence had stopped me. I had seen the title page. I would write a new draft of initiation to reach Parliament Tower using another murder site. Scratch was reaching out from the dark place to get Alice. She was out, but still in danger.
Welcome. Our guest tonight is Alan Wake. This time he wanted to do something.
I was back, and I hadn't forgotten. I knew how this worked now. I could take control, no more surprises.
What demons he wrestles with in the dark hours of the night. Together with our house band, the divine old gods of Asgard, we have created something very special. The song is called Herald of Darkness, but I like to call this next segment the story of the journey of Alan Wake, the musical. We just do what we always do. We'll chat, but instead of talking, we'll sing it.
What the hell?
From what I gathered, you grew up nice and sheltered with mama's pretty stories and your own made-up fury. And mama gave me a magic clicker. Well, yes, I think it's true and fair to say. Come on in and listen, lost words you've been missing. Now the fire you're bearing, the eye of the darkness, your light. So you were drawn to stories early on. My dreams would light up my imagination. And you had nightmares night and day. Yeah, but with the clicker, I chased those frights away. Who knew? So true. So here is a clue of hope to remember. Visions, they come Chilling thrillers of hard-boiled killers became bestsellers. It was all too much, I had to get away. But there is more to it than meets the eye. I never meant for it to ruin my life that way. You just say you lived a jaded lie. Dark shades could never save the day. So sad, but true. Tom's aim before him, and maybe they'd be happy once again. Just one shot, one more chance for him to save their marriage away from the city, a romantic getaway.